CagedInsider.com, and I'm here with Pat Curran, who's getting ready to take on Patricio Pitbull this Thursday night at Bellator, Irvine, California. Pat, how you feeling about the fight coming up, bud?
I'm feeling great, very confident, and I've had a great training camp, no injuries. I'm mentally, physically prepared, and this is the best I've ever felt going into a fight.
Now, go to your opponent a little bit here, Patricio Pitbull. Very fiery fighter, comes out hard, aggressive. I was kind of wondering, game plan-wise, you switch it up a little bit. Then when you do other opponents to kind of nullify that, certain rush, does it kind of want to weather the storm?
Training-wise, I've been sparring with a lot of boxers that have that really high pace and just come at you right away. And I'm very well prepared for that. I'm a good defense striker, good counter puncher, and that fits right into my game plan. If anything, he's just going to be wearing himself out into the later rounds, and I'm going to capitalize on that.
Now, this is Bellator's debut on Spike TV. It's a big stage for you, and I know you're one of the main guys they're kind of focusing on to kind of push, let the media know and everybody, So I was kind of wondering, how has it been for you, kind of this time around for your fight, kind of leading up with all the buildup? Is it added stress? Is it more motivation? How you feeling about all that?
Definitely more motivation. I'm not getting stressed out about it at all. The more I see it on television, commercials, previews, I'm just getting amped for it. They're flying me out to. I've been on a few red carpets now. I went to the Brooklyn Nets game, and I loved it. Signing autographs out there, constant flow of people. Just going out there, showing, pretty much promoting the move over to Spike and what's next to come. And I love it.
Now, a little more about the debut on Spike. You look at the card top to bottom. How do you think the success is going to be for Bellator this Thursday?
They're pushing hard for it, and I have very high expectations. Great card, great fighters. Every one of them is going to be an exciting fight, and you don't want to miss it. So make sure to watch it. Thursday night. I think it starts 9 Central.
Now, getting a little more back towards the fight. It's been. We haven't seen you since March last year, I believe it was, when you won the title from Joe Warren. I'm just kind of wondering, people give a lot into the whole ring rust, or, the first time they fight after a while, they don't look as good. Mentally, how are you kind of dealing with that whole thing?
I don't think there's going to be any ring rust on my end. I've only been off for about close to a year, but I was in a training camp before I broke my orbital, and I've been getting a lot of sparring in with a lot of good guys, doing very well, and just staying active, constantly learning, constantly improving my game, and learning new skills. And I've had a very successful past year just training, and Pitbull he's in the same situation as me. He's been off over an extra year, so almost 2 years. So I'm not counting that there's going to be any ring rust, but it does play a factor. He could be, he comes out, starts a little slow, or he just comes in and just wants to get at it right away. It's really hard to expect what type of fighter he's going to be, but I'm ready for either one.
Now, you talk about some of the injuries you sustained over the last couple of years. I was wondering, as a fighter, going into your next fight, does that kind of bring in some nerves with you, kind of a little more hesitant with those injuries, or no?
No, not at all. Fighting, there's injuries are going to happen. My main thing is staying healthy through my training camps and making to the fight to where I can push through it. I have no problem fighting through an injury in a fight, but during a training camp and I'm a week out or a couple weeks out or a month out from the fight, it's a pain in the ass to train on an injury, and if not, you're just going to further injure that injury.
Now, you are the 145-pound champ of Bellator. I was wondering kind of what you thought about the upcoming, super fight in the UFC between Frankie Edgar and Jose Aldo.
Frankie Edgar and Jose Aldo, that's going to be an exciting fight. There's no doubt in my mind it's going to be fireworks. They're both very active. Jose Aldo's, he's been on a tear lately, and Frankie Edgar is just a very exciting fight. He always brings it every time, and him coming down a weight class is going to be really good for him. He's naturally a small lightweight, and if anything, he's just going to put more speed and power in his hands at a lighter weight.
All right, now is there anything else you want to tell your fans or everybody before the show on Thursday night?
I just want to say thanks to my sponsors, Anywhere, All Max Nutrition, Sucker Punch Entertainment, my team, Team Curran out in Crystal Lake, and most importantly, my family, mom, dad, my brother, huge supporters of me, and I couldn't have done it without them. Also, my teammates, everyone that's helped me prepare for this fight.
All right, well, Pat, thanks for the time, man, and again, good luck Thursday night. Look forward to the fight.